Hi, this is Sherry. I'm doing our weekly reading for Angel's Whisper, and we have our first totem already. He's sitting on, oh, there's two. Right there, there's a blue jay. Do you see him? He's yelling at us. And right next to him is a hummingbird. There's the hummingbird, little tiny, that's a baby. And the blue jay is quite loud and cheeky. I hope you guys can see him. He'll come back. Anyway, so I'll give you the messages. That's pretty cool that they came right away. The blue jay, somebody just asked me about the blue jay the other day. Oh, there's another one. The blue jay is about using your voice. And it's about using your voice appropriately. It's about not being too aggressive, but it's about speaking out in a manner that people can hear you. It's about also not about allowing other people to bully you. So it's like standing your ground and standing in your truth and speaking your truth. That's why they're cheeky, you know, they talk, they're outspoken. But it's definitely about using your voice in an appropriate manner. And the hummingbird, of course, we know we've gotten the hummingbird so many times. It's about accomplishing what may seem impossible to others. So if there are issues that you've been going through or challenges that you've been dealing with, know that you're going to overcome it. You've got the ability to overcome what may seem impossible to even yourself, or perhaps if there's others in your life who are kind of naysayers and they're saying that this isn't going to happen. They're showing up to tell you that you will accomplish what's impossible. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and I've chosen our cards because it's actually windy out here today and I didn't want everything to blow away. And I'm using my phone again this time because the last time I used the computer and I saw that you guys couldn't see anything. I hope that when I look at this, I was pointing in the right direction. I'm not very good at doing this. So I've got several different decks that I'm going to be using. These are all the decks that I'm going to be using. The first one is the Archangel Raphael. He's the healing angel. And hold on, let me grab this. This is going to be a little awkward again while I get used to using one hand. So the first card, I'll turn it around, you guys can take a look at it. This is relationship. I hope I'm zeroing in this correctly. And you see Archangel Raphael behind this couple and they're speaking. So if you have had an issue in a relationship where you aren't getting along, or there's any misunderstandings or confusion, or perhaps there's just problems in this relationship, this is a message saying that Archangel Raphael is helping this heal. He's healing misunderstandings. He's healing problems between ones. He's helping the communication between people in relationships. It also has another message speaking he is the healing angel, that if you have had any concerns about a loved one who's not well, there's a healing taking place, and he wants you to understand that. So that's what he's saying. The message, there's a prayer at the bottom of it, and it basically he's saying thank you for healing and guiding all of my relationships in love. So he'll help you maintain like clear communication with ones. Sorry, I'm gonna let you guys look around and see if you can see what's going on. I'm seeing so many totems right now. There's little hummingbirds everywhere. See if you guys can grab anything. But anyway, it's about emotional healing within relationships, any health issues with ones that you are concerned with, and especially if there are someone that you love has got an issue. This is being addressed and dealt with, and you're not to worry that there's a healing taking place. There's also another. I'm looking at the book now, and there are other specific meanings that can come from this. And I'm going to let you guys look and see what you can see. But the other messages are: ask for help from other people with this situation. A message about a romantic relationship is forthcoming. A new person will help you with this situation. Trust your intuition about the relationship that you're asking about, and be willing to forgive the person in question. These are all messages that come forward with this card. So I guess you guys didn't see anybody. Nobody came flying by when I was looking. So that's it for that card. I'm gonna go kind of quickly because we got several cards today. The next deck that I'm working with is the daily guidance from your angels, and the card that came out was focus on service. So we see a unicorn and a woman. She's the angel, and there's a fairy. She's sprinkling. I don't know if you can see it. She's sprinkling fairy dust on the front of the unicorn, and There's all of these butterflies. So there's a, they're actually fairies, but they've got wings like butterflies. So there's a transformation taking place, and she's basically being showered with all of this magic. Unicorns, when you think of unicorns, I always think about making a wish. So it's about keeping your thoughts positive. But the message is focus on service. So right now, perhaps you've been concerned about your life path and your path of service, and wondering, is this going to be profitable for me? Am I going to make money at this? Am I going to be able to support myself? Is the message that I have to bring to others, am I going to find the right words? Are people going to understand me? Are they going to benefit from what I have to say? So basically all of these different messages coming forward, and what you're being asked to do basically is just focus on the service aspect of it. They're saying just don't worry about all these other things, but focus on the aspect of service and do your job, do what comes to your heart, whatever it is in your healing work. Sometimes we get a little concerned. I get concerned that I'm not going to find the right words, that I pull up a card and am I going to say the right thing that's going to help somebody else? I know what it means to me, but is it going to be something that's going to be helpful to others? And they're basically saying don't worry about that. Just focus on doing what you need to do, and don't be concerned that you aren't going to find the right words, because the right words will come. And look at, when I sat down here, I hadn't even started and I already had 2 messages that came out. So it's not so much about how to worry so much about how we're received by others, but that we're doing the work that we're meant to do, and that we're doing it because this is what we love. So they're basically saying, focus on the passions that you have. There's another right there, blue jay. So he comes right at a time. You might not be able to see him. He's behind the... If he starts talking, we'll see him. But basically, he's here to, right then, he popped right in. Because you're supposed to pay attention when the totems show up. You're supposed to pay attention to what you were thinking about or what you were speaking about right when they arrived. So I was about to start my reading. This is my life's path. This is my work. And also, I was speaking about, will I be well received? And they're saying, just focus upon what it is that you need to do. And use the talent that you have, and use the experience that you have. And oh my goodness, my yard is completely filled with blue jays right now. They're everywhere. And there's another, I wish I could get close enough, but see that white fence right there? They're hanging out together. See that tall yellow spike flower? I don't know if you can see him, but there's the hummingbird. He's gone over there, and right below him is the same blue jay. Now he's on the fence. See? And then he fluttered down. They're hanging out in a team. They're hanging out in a team. I don't know, I'm getting really excited here. Now the little hummingbird is on the top of the fence. The blue jay's right there. So the 2 things coming together at the same time is using your voice and accomplishing what's impossible. So they're working in unison. So it's a good message for me, because this is what I'm doing right now. And when the hummingbird showed up, and when the blue jay showed up, and when the other one showed up, it was about not worrying about if you find the right words, but focusing on the education or the talent that you have. And the experience that you have, and it'll come to light. And right now, I have another little message. Hi, Merlin. This is Merlin. He's our next door neighbor. And he was rubbing up against my leg. And of course, Merlin is magic and alchemy. And it basically speaks about everything's going to come when you need it. It's at your hands. You have the ability to use alchemy and create. So I'm doing that right now. I'm being given all these messages. Hummingbird up there is screaming and yelling, letting me know. He's picking off little pieces of the branch. It's amazing. So anyway, it's kind of like this message about the focus on service. It talks about that you'll draw to you through the power of the law of attraction. You'll draw to you what you need, which I clearly just did to help me in this reading right now. And I have all my animal totems around me. I feel like Dr. Doolittle-ist with all of these guys. So that's it for that card. And I'm going to go to the next card. And the next card, very applicable considering I feel like I'm in a little fairy kingdom, is messages from your fairies. So the message that we get in this card, I'm going to put it this way. You can watch little Merlin. He's so adorable. My fountain's not running right now. I've got to plug it in. Anyway, this message, everything is okay. Don't worry. It's all working out in a beautiful way. She's got her hands up, and it's kind of like surrender. Her heart chakra is beaming. And so she's relying on her heart. She's relying on being what her heart is saying to her now. So like, listen to your heart. Stop listening to your ego mind. Your ego mind is what gets in the way. See her face, and she's kind of like okay, I give up, and all around her is beauty and everything's wonderful. So it's telling you not to stress and worry about whatever situation that's been on your mind that's been causing you stress. It's talking about following, listening, like I said, listening to your heart and not so much what your mind is saying. Get your mind out of the picture. And do whatever you can to uplift yourself, to make yourself feel better. Get outside, go in nature, do whatever you can that lifts your vibration and makes you happier. And that's why you're able to, sorry, I've got something in my eye. That way you're able to stay centered in your faith instead of getting caught up in what your ego mind is saying. Sorry, something stuck in my eye, an eyelash. Another thing that you can do to let go of fears when, you know, it's easy for me to say let go of it, don't worry about it when you're stressed out about something. But a practice that you can do, and I'm big about affirmations, and I'm big about ceremonies. You know, I do the full moon ceremony where I write down all my concerns and everything that I want to let go of. And I burn it, right? So it's a finalization, and it's an affirmation. It's a very strong, positive thing. So if you've got concerns and you're worried and you're stressed out about some things, writing is always good in one way, just to get the emotions out and to allow yourself to be heard, basically. So even if it's negative, get it out. Write it down on a piece of paper. Write all the worries and fears that you have, and then take it outside and light it on fire. Be safe. It's kind of windy out here, but light it on fire. And that's like I'm giving this to heaven. I'm letting this go. I'm gonna, you know, I've acknowledged it. Here it is. So it's like facing your fear, but not getting caught up in your fear. So light it on fire and let it go. So that's something that you can do. Also talk to people maybe involved in the situation or spirit, because possibly what you're thinking about, it's your mind that's doing all of this thinking. Perhaps you've got it wrong. Perhaps you're thinking about things that aren't even correct. Maybe you've got the information that your brain is telling you, or different little things that you're picking up on aren't right. So you need to ask for clarity. Also, well, this comes to me because I need this myself. Make sure that you're getting enough rest. You can probably see I've got my visitors back under my eyes. My back's been very, very sore. There's a lot of energy that's stirred up right now, and I'm carrying emotions for other people. I'm an empath, and it's very important for me to clear my energy and put up a shield. But I care, and I've been affected by ones close to me that I've been very worried about, and so it's me, you know, here I am. These are the things that I'm telling you to do that I'm going to be doing myself, and I have done myself. I'm outside. I have been writing things down. I'm going to write down my fears and burn them. That's a good idea. That just came. But my lower back seized up, and I literally couldn't move, and I haven't been sleeping very well because my back's just been in agony. I felt the earth changes. You know, I feel the earth when things like that happen, and I kept hearing there's a commercial on the radio here in California, and they keep talking about California rocks. You know, California rocks, and it's talking about getting prepared. And I've been getting a lot of messages about getting prepared as well. But the California rocks thing has been in my head, and I felt something shifting and the energy was swirling, and then all of a sudden Chile had the volcano go off, and then what happened in Nepal, you know, in India, and Mount Everest, and then in what's going on in Australia, then Sydney. There's all kinds of earth changes happening right now, and it's affecting many of us empaths because we pick up on that energy, and it's hard for us to carry it all. And it's not like other people. It's not like we can just turn it off and say, you know, I don't want to think about that, or I don't want to feel that. That's part of our gift. And at some time, you know, a lot of the times, most of the times, the gifts are a blessing, but sometimes they can be really challenging. So for the empaths out there, we have to do our best to baby ourselves right now and take rests and maybe switch up the type of work that we're doing. I've been not working online as much on Keen, on the hotline, because it requires a lot of quick answers from me, and I'm trying to let myself breathe right now. So I'm doing a lot more private readings. And I've asked for that by Spirit, and they've given that to me. So that's what you can do, is ask Spirit to, you know, give you a bit of a break in areas of your life that you need it, so that you can rest. I just had a wish go by me, and I'm making a wish right now. So make a wish with me. It's for you to make too. Let it go. We can all make a wish right now. Okay, so that's that message. Everything's okay. The next message is coming to us from the the power animal deck. How appropriate, since we've had so many show up. So many of our messengers have come. Of course, Otter is speaking to us and asking us to surrender and let go of control. Well, with everything that's going on, that's kind of appropriate, right? You know, we've been asked to, first of all, we've been concerned. You know, is our life path working? Are we going to be able to feed ourselves? Are we going to be able to take care of things? You know, we've got relationship issues that we've been concerned about. We've been assured that that's taken care of. We've been assured that the health of the ones that we've been worried about is being taken care of. We've been assured that everything's okay and everything's working out. As far as the earth changes that are happening, we are not to get caught up in fearmongers or doomsday prophets. We're not to do that. The earth knows what it's doing. It just needs us to love it. So be consciously aware of what you can do as far as the earth, what you can do to help as far as recycling. If you're somebody who is who wants to donate your time, get involved in an organization that's proactive, my way of giving is this. This is my path. So. We do what we can, and then we need to let it go. We've been told everything's okay, so they're asking us basically to surrender control. You know, if we were in a situation where, you know, it was life-threatening, or we needed to move, or we needed to act on something, Spirit would tell us that. But right now they're telling us that they want us to just surrender. And that doesn't mean you throw your hands up in the air and you say, oh, forget it, I'm over it, I'm done, I'm walking away, I'm giving up, I'm defeated. It doesn't mean that. It just means that we can't control things. We can't control what's happening with the earth. It's happening. So all that we can do is send love and prayers and in our hearts, and be there for the ones that are suffering, and know that Spirit's coming to their aid. Prayer is incredibly powerful, very, very powerful. The more they gathered together in prayer, the more how that goes to these ones. So do use that. We all have that ability. We all have the ability to send our love. We all have the ability to pray on the behalf of others. And we're being told that it's being taken care of and we are being heard. So basically, it's about surrendering control of the situation that we have no control over anyway, and recognizing that Spirit is the one that has to take things into their hands and they'll take care of it. And family is coming up with this. So it comes to, there may be situations with our families that are going on that are difficult for us, and we want to help. And yet, it's out of our control. So again, we can be there for our families, be there for our friends. Empathically, we need to be very careful, like me, to not take people's problems on. It's very important. Everyone keeps saying that to me. Sherry, don't take on their... And I said, I understand that. I understand that. I'm not willingly taking it on. I spoke to my girlfriend, Janet Wood, last night, and she was saying, I was saying, but I'm feeling this. I'm feeling it so strong. You know, the vibrational frequency is like spinning. And I feel fear, and I feel... confusion, and I feel anger, and I know it's not directed at me, but I need to feel like I need to help. And she just said, you know, you can't carry it, you know this, just say namaste. And I thought, at first it was like, wow, somebody comes to me energetically. I mean, I literally am feeling them come to me energetically, and I'm just going to say namaste. But you know what namaste means? Namaste means, may the peace within me be within you as well. So it's a very loving thing to do. It's like I'm recognizing that you're coming to me, and I love you, and I'm giving you my support. May what's in me, the peace that is important in my life, be also in your life, because it's important that we both have this. I can't carry your pain. I can't carry your anger. I can't carry your fear and your frustration, because it's going to pull us both down. So I need to stay centered in my own peace in order to bring my vibration up so that I can be of help to you. So this is what Janet was saying to me last night. Namaste, namaste, namaste. And I kept saying it over and over again. Namaste, namaste. So when somebody says that to you, that's what they mean. Okay, so our next message is coming to you from the Angel Tarot cards. And this is the one that Liger picked out for us earlier today. I had so many cards picked out, you know, and I was sitting there, and he came and he laid on this deck. And he sat there, and he's just looking up at me. I videotaped it. You might have seen it. Then I said, okay, so of all these decks, you want me to bring a message? There's a message in this deck? And I had just asked Spirit right before that for help, because, you know, I've got so much going on, and I am so tired right now. I need, and I am one of the ones who, you know, when it talked about the life path and wondering if what you're going to say is going to be helpful to other people, or wondering if I was going to choose the right words, I was wondering, you know, am I going to choose the right cards today? Am I going to be guided? I always ask, please guide me to the correct cards. So I said, you know, show me in any way. Let the deck, like the card fly out. Most of them, Today they flew out of the deck. This last one, Liger, he laid down on the deck, and I'd already chosen the other ones, and I thought, okay, which one? Show me the one. And he pushed it out, and I said, this one or this one? Because he kind of went back and forth between two. And I said, I need to know, is it this one or this one? And he put his hand down and he pushed it forward. And so this was the one that we got, and it's so applicable. Animals are definitely helpers. Ego. Archangel Raphael, a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Okay, so I'm going to go up close, and I hope that you can see this. Here we have our Archangel Raphael behind this man. She is completely surrounding him in a shield. There's a shield all the way around him. He's got gold and white and green healing light, so the light of spirit is all around him. Here he sits. He's got a mask on his face. In his hands, he has gold pouring out of a basket. They're all at his feet. They're everywhere. And yet he's got a mask on. So we were talking about our work, you know, our spiritual work, if you're doing that, or your work at all. It doesn't have to be a spiritual work. Whatever it is, it's your passion, right? It's your purpose. And you've been concerned, is this going to be, am I going to be able to take care of myself? I was kind of concerned. You know, I've had to take off several days. I haven't been able to work as many hours because my back was so sore because of the energetic feeling that I was having. It was disrupting, and I couldn't focus, and it wasn't fair for me to be reading for other people when my own energy was just swirling so heavily right then. I was getting downloads. I was having all this stuff go on. Oh, I just saw another beautiful totem. It's the crane. I mean the white egret. I'll tell you about him in a second. I knew he was going to come by. But anyway, this card is basically saying that these anxieties that you're having are based on false assumptions or insecurity. It's the ego-based fear. So in regards to the relationship, which was the first, you know, here you don't know what's going on perhaps, or maybe there's been miscommunication. And maybe you aren't aware of what's happening. And so here you've kind of like building up a scenario in your head. So they're saying that this is anxiety that's coming to you that may be based on false information that your mind is just, you know, bringing about, that you don't have any proof on. Or maybe you're going too far ahead into the future. You know, we need to try and stay in the now. If you go too far in the future and you try and figure out things on your own without knowing for sure, you know, as far as assuming goes, we should never assume anything but the best if you're going to assume anything at all. But basically, they're asking you not to assume anything. If you don't know something, don't think about it. Don't dwell on it. Don't give yourself any other reasons to stress out over things. And Archangel Raphael is saying, you know, ask for help in lifting your vibrations, and asking for help in lifting your thoughts and keeping your thoughts positive. And they want you to, what else is coming? Perhaps your concern of money is out of balance. Maybe your accumulation of things is out of balance. Maybe you don't really need the things that you're worrying about whether you can afford. Are you accumulating things because you're trying to fill a hole? Are you? Is there something else that actually that you need to fill it with instead of material possessions? But because we've got it's okay, and this is coming up again, the ego mind. So everything is better than we feel that it is. We're going to be taken care of. Our life path is working out. Our ability to provide for ourselves is going to be taken care of. I'm seeing more totems. Also, the fact that Spirit is going to come in, and Spirit's going to provide when we're not able to. Like when I was concerned about not being able to do my readings, I was concerned. I was saying, you know, I need to make some money here. I can't be taking so many hours off of work. And then I thought, you know, I really prefer private readings anyway, so I would really appreciate if I could have some readings, just private readings. And I've been doing them over the phone, and yet I felt even that, you know, I need to be more present, or not more present, what's the word? I need to be able to interact with somebody on a conversational basis. And when I'm feeling like this way, when I'm more introspective right now, so I got a reading actually this morning, and the woman said, I said, would you like to do a phone reading? That's how most people are wanting to do it recently. And she's in Australia, and she said, you know, I've been led to you, and everything that I've been asking for, just so happens it's where you post it, and then there it is. So I know that I've been guided to you. I know that what I get, I'm going to be, the answers are going to be what I need to be focusing on. And she says, and I would prefer for you just to read it, to write it, and whatever comes to you, take your time. And I thought, you know what, that's exactly what I just asked for. So I can get into my own center, get into my own peace, and I can connect with spirit and allow it to come out without having the need to feel conversational, or feeling the need to carry a conversation, as well as come up with quick answers like I would on Queen. So when we ask for spirit's guidance and help, we get it. I said, show me something specifically that I need to see for this reading, and Liger shows up and pushes that card out. And I asked for like a variation on how to do my work, and I got it. So do ask. Prayer is very, very powerful. You ask for what you need. You need to be specific and ask Spirit exactly what it is that you need, and then allow it to come. So it's kind of like the surrender card that we got. It's about, you know, you pray, you ask, you do what you can, and then you surrender and allow it to just come to you. So I think I'm going to wrap it up with all of those. Oh, the totem that flew over us. One was the crow, and the crow says, walk your walk and talk your talk. So I'm taking my own advice. Everything I'm saying here, I'm applying myself. He showed up right when I was saying that, how I was asking for something for myself, and Spirit answered me. So basically it's walk your walk, talk your talk. And then what flew above me was what came to me the last couple days when I was down at the pond. I was guided down there actually by another friend who I did a reading for, Sandy Baker. And she told me that I think you need to go down to somewhere where you normally walk, and there'll be a message for you. And she said the number 8. She said 8 flags in the wind. So I go down there, and that's when I saw the little ducklings. And there were 6 ducklings, the mommy, and then the daddy came. So there were 8 altogether. And flags in the wind, well, flags I suppose would be their wings, right? And it talks about comfort, drawing comfort from a community of like-minded people. And that's what ducks denote. And they speak about family as well, and the importance of being with the ones that you love, and that was very applicable for me. So while I was down there, I also saw a white snowy egret. And the white snowy egret speaks about self-reliance, standing on your own 2 feet, and having the strength to carry what's yours. And my back had been seizing up, and that's when I was in a lot of pain, and I went for a walk, and I thought that message from the snowy egret was one that was good for me, because it was an affirmation I chose to say to myself. Because what you say to yourself, your words today create your reality tomorrow. So with the snowy egret, standing on your own 2 feet, having the ability to carry your own. Also, they're a water bird, so it's about being able to deal with your emotions. So I thought, I know that this back pain that I have is an emotional pain. Anytime that our emotions are out of whack, we're affected physically in ways. And anytime you have a physical issue, look into the spiritual meaning of it, and there is definitely an emotional issue. So I said to myself, I am strong, I can stand on my own 2 feet, and I can carry my weight, which is for my back. My back is strong. I carry my own weight. My back is strong. I carry my own weight. I carry my own weight, which is also an affirmation reminding me that I don't need to carry another person's weight, which is an affirmation telling myself to surrender the need to control, or the need to help, or the need to heal other people. The only ones that we can heal are ourselves, and we need help with that as well. So that's not true. We can help heal others by sending our love and our support, but we can't take on their stuff. So all of these totems all came together, and all of the messages came together, and it was all very applicable and very appropriate. And it was appropriate that the blue jay was fluttering all around my garden everywhere today, because I'm being a spokesperson here. And I was using my words. So those are all of our messages. Those are all of our totems. If you would like to follow me, I'm on LinkedIn, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Google+, I'm on Angels Whisper Sherry Columbus, I'm on Sherry Columbus Angels Whisper, I'm on YouTube where all these videos go. If you'd like to subscribe on YouTube, you'll get a notice whenever a video comes in, so it's kind of cool. Please do, I'd be honored if you did. If you would like to have a reading or help with dream analysis, I've been doing a lot of dream analysis help lately, and that helps me too. Barbara asked for some help with a dream, and I helped her, and it was a message for me as well. And it's fun, and I like it. I've been getting quite a few people taking me up on that offer, and I don't mind. I do it. It is part of my work. That's what I offer on my pages. But you know, I don't mind. I do give often of myself. This is my path, and I love it. So, if you're interested, the website is www.thewhispersofangels.com. And there has been a couple issues with PayPal. from ones that were in Canada, so do check and see that I've gotten your message, because I haven't been getting them from Canada for some reason. I did get them from Australia, I got them from Jamaica, notifications. But when you go on my website, it'll go to, once you chose the reading that you would like, it says you go to contact, and contact takes you to my PayPal. My email address is sharewithme, SHERWITHME, sharewithme@yahoo. And then it should go through. But do check with me to make sure that, and I will get notification right away if it comes through. So if I haven't responded to you within like a day, know to contact me again, because I always respond right away to let you know. Alrighty? So you guys have a fabulous day. I'm going to take a walk. I'm clear my head a little bit, and then I'm going to go do that reading and enjoy this weather. It's really nice today. It's so you can see it's breezy. I hope you can see that. I hate when I do that and you can't see. But it's breezy, and we've got a slight overcast, just a little bit, with the warm sun. And it's gorgeous in California. I'm sorry for my friends in Wisconsin who just got snowed on again, and in Canada too. I'll enjoy this for you. So we will talk again soon. Have a great day. Blessings.